Well guys, I'm heading to one of mine and Mrs. Blott's favourite places to eat, which has been slapped with a 2 out of 5 dingo. If you know what I'm talking about, mandingos, let's get cracking. Oh yes. Mandingo. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, guys, and thank you for joining me on another foodie Friday night video. I'm in the town of Seaham by the sea, my birthplace. I live in the city of Sunderland, but I'm a Seaham lad. This is where I used to hang out when I was a little skid. I mean a kid. Me and my mates would come down on a night time. We'd all chip in with the money and we'd pay up there at the leisure centre to get the floodlights turned on, and we'd play football all night long. And the famous words of Lionel Blair was absolutely class. You'd pay for an hour, but normally the guys up at the leisure centre would leave the lights on longer than an hour. I think they were happy that we were just playing football rather than roaming the streets causing shit, if you know what I'm talking about. Not that I was ever a bad lad, but yeah, just get through this little tunnel of love. Matron, going down into this park area called Deanside Park, somewhere I've spent a lot of time as a young'un hanging around. So I'm just walking around, see him, getting some footage, the old Nicki Minaj on my camaraderie, and then we're going to head down to the seafront to a restaurant that Mrs. Blott and me have used quite a bit. I think we've been in about 3 or 4 times for a meal. We've been in about 5 times for a breakfast. Let's go along this way. And every time it's been absolutely fantastic. The place is called Humbles. It's always had like a 5-star rating, 5 out of 5, with the local council for the food hygiene. And to my surprise, it's been slapped with a very low 2. The place is absolutely immaculate. I'm guessing they've been caught out at a bad time with the paperwork. It can be that easy, and I know that for a fact because Mrs. Blott works in a pub that does meals, and you can get caught out with just some like simple things. It doesn't mean the food's going to be terrible, but you know what it's like in a small town like Seaham. People can tell people, gossips will be on the phone. Have you heard about Humbles? They've only got a 2-star, and they'll say, I'm not going there again. So I'm just the mandingo to go and check this place out, get some lovely food, because I'm telling you now, I know for a fact the food's going to be really nice, and I'll let you legends know exactly what I think about it. Now, when I've been before, one of my favourite things to get is the hot beef sarnie with gravy and homemade chips. So I think I'm definitely going to get that, yeah. And then just watching where to go. It's been a long time since I've been down here. Yeah, I'll get something else to go with it. I don't know yet. I'll have a quick look at the menu online before we get there. But I'm looking forward to this one because I know I'm going to get some decent mandingos. So the plan, dingo, is let's get round the town of Seaham. Let's get some more footage of the area, and I'll bring you legends back when we're outside of Humbles. And yeah, we'll go in and we'll get some scrandingo ordered for this mandingo to do some serious baroche munching Gladbach. However, Here we are, my spam dingoes. I've just parked up down at Seaham Harbour. I'm just round the corner from where I need to be. So if you look over there, I need to go around the corner from that building and walk along for a Winnie Mandela. But it'll be very busy. The seafront at Seaham Harbour. It's a beautiful place and people come from all over. So as I'm walking along, I'll just keep the camera pointing ahead so you can see what I can see, if you know what I'm talking about. And as I go in, I'll put the camera down because it's like a restaurant, bistro. I'm getting a takeaway, but it'll be a restaurant where people are sitting in having a meal. And they're not going to want me putting a camera in the face. And the people that work there certainly won't want a camera shoving in the old face dingo, mandingos. You better believe it. So yeah, I'm going to head along in a Winnie Mandela. I'm going to have a quick look at the online menu to choose something to go with the hot beef baguette with homemade chips. So I'll bring you back when we're walking along to Humbles. You know it makes total sense. Right. So here we go, folks. Making my way along to Humbles. Get some nice scrandingo ordered. Right folks, here we are. I'm pointing the camera down now. Oh. Cheers, mate. I mean, in order to take away, please. I can have the.
See you later, brother.
Can have this steak and onion and sarnie, please. With chips. White, please. Did you get like a little tub of gravy with that as well? Or? Aye, nice. You can have a ham, cheese and tomato toasty. White. Right, you. Aye, I'll just come back. Right, thank you. Ta-ra. So there you go, folks. That's the food ordered. Steak and onion sarnie with homemade chips and gravy. And I've getting a ham, cheese and onion toasty as well. They said it's going to be about 20 minutes. So I thought I'd take a little mooch down here. The old Linden Gooch. Just to pass a bit of time away. I haven't even gotten a price yet. I'll find that out when I pick it up. I mean, I could have just sat inside the restaurant if I wanted, but the place was absolutely chocker. And with us having the camera, I'd rather just come out here and talk to you legends. So, yeah, let's waste a few minutes walking around and then we'll go in and we'll pick the food up. Rice cakes. Right. Right guys, just making my way back to Humbles. There you can see, it's over the road. Let's go and pick my food up. Oh yes, we've got the food guys. Let's go and find somewhere to sit down on my big fat hairy spotty arse and get stuck right in. I think we'll go down there, find a nice little spot, get the food set up. Looks like there's some people down there, but I'm not bothered about that. I'll just tell them I'm a world famous YouTuber. Only joking guys. let's have a quick look and see what we've got, because I am dying to get stuck into this. I'm a right hungry hippo today. So this one is the steak and bunny and sarnie. Some nice proper bits of steak in there, guys. Doesn't look like they've been greedy. Plenty of onions, homemade chipperoonies. Here we've got just a nice basic ham, cheese and tomato toasty with some crisps. And we've got some gravy there. Looks like nice proper beef gravy. I brought the bottle of water myself. That came to £19.20 altogether. And I know some of you are going to think, £19.20, that's a bit on the high side. It's because it's like a restaurant, bistro. So, and I'm getting it to take away, do you know what I mean? But you're paying like a premium, aren't you, for good quality food. And I don't mind paying a bit more if it's going to be really nice, if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's get this camera set up in this lovely location. Mad for it. I'll bring you back when I'm getting stuck right in. Oh yes folks, time to get stuck in this lovely looking food. First I'm going to have a little half a toasty, because when I finish that I might be nearly full. So there you go, nice ham, cheese and onion toasty. Still piping hot. Good quality bread. Just looks nice, doesn't it? It's taken me 5 minutes to walk along here, and then I've spent about 5 minutes getting set up with the camera. So that's good. Food nice and hot still. Look at that. That's nice, thick, like gammon ham. It isn't just like cheap ham. You know, you make a toasty in the house, you just use like wafer thin ham. That's nice, thick gammon ham. Few crisps there as well. Or potato chips. For my viewers from the good old US of A. That's a good start, folks. I know it's just a toasty, but it's a good quality one. Lovely ham, the old ham dingo. Now it's time for the main shit stain. Steak and onion sarnie, homemade chips. Just gonna try a chip before I put the gravy on. Nice thick. Spot on, absolutely spot on. That's what you want. None of that frozen shite. Good quality homemade chips. The last time I was there and I got the beef sarnie, it was in like a longer bun, more like an oval shape, but I'm not complaining. Plenty steak in there, guys, plenty of onions. Let's get some of this, looks like beef gravy on. Oh. That's what I'm talking about, guys. That steak, so soft. That is cooked to perfection. Lovely. Sometimes when you get this sandwich steak, you know, like the frying sandwich steak, it's nice and tasty, but it can be a little bit tough when you've cooked it. That's just soft and tender and perfect. And then fried onions are just making it even better. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're paying a little bit more money than your normal street cafe, but you're getting absolutely top quality food. Let's try some of these chips, the gravy on. Sorry for eating like a pig, guys. You know me, if you've been watching the Blot Outdoor Show long enough, you've just got to get stuck in. Oh yes. Unbelievable. This is what you call doing a takeaway review. Fine dining in style. You better believe it, guys. And we're a lovely place to do it. Down on the seafront at Seaham. This little area here is called Bessie's Hole. I don't know why, I don't know where I got that name from. Maybe someone from the area can leave a comment in the comment section and let me know. Oh yes. Homemade chips, nice beef gravy with some onions as well left. This is the way of the Mandingo, my Mandy Dingles. Absolutely spot on. I thought I could hear somebody coming down. And then other people, just as I got down here, were leaving. So it was good timing. Lovely jubbly. Mrs. Blot will be jealous. She loves it in there. We certainly won't be put off by the fact it's got a 2-star at the moment, because I'm 100% sure that in the next week or two they'll be back up to a 5-star. Back up to a 5 where they belong, if you know what I'm talking about. Now that price I've paid, £19.20. That would have been the price if you were sat inside. So when you think about it that way, it's not a bad price for sitting in a lovely little bistro. Obviously you'd have to buy drinks as well. So if you're ever in the area, if you're in Seaham, come for the day out. It's beautiful down on the seafront, as you can see. Get yourself into Humbles or one of the other places. There's loads more little cafes and bistros and restaurants and pubs and ice cream shops, tea rooms. You can go along down the marina and the stuff down there. But if you go to Humbles, you can't go wrong. Dingo man dingoes. That was absolutely fantastic. I've still got some toasty left as well. Well folks, while I'm enjoying the other half of this toasty, I might as well work out the old score dingoes, man dingoes. So, value for money, like I said, some people will think that's a bit on the high side. £19.20 for a toasty, some crisps, chips, steak and onion sarnie and a tub of gravy. But I don't think that's too bad. You know, you're down on the seafront, so you normally do pay a little bit more, and it's good quality food. The steak melting in your mouth, tasted lovely, perfect homemade chips, lovely gravy. Even the ham and cheese toasty, it's nice, thick, really good quality ham. So value for money, I think it's okay. Portion size, well, it wasn't massive. The toasty, so that's how big it's going to be. The steak sarnie wasn't massive, but what you got was beautiful. There was enough chips there, for me, and I like my food. Massive tub of gravy. There's nothing wrong with the portion size. Food quality, spot on. Really, really good. Can't fault it at all. So I'm going to give it not quite a 10, because I think the last time I was there, the steak sarnie was a little bit bigger. It was in a bigger, longer bun. But like I say, what I had was fantastic. So I'm going to give it a 9.5, yeah, which is a massive score. It's a 9.5 out of 10 dingo from this man dingo. This absolutely lovely food. Get a bit gravy on the toasty. Why not? As they say in the south of France. There you go then, guys. That's it. I've got a few things to do now. I've got to go and take the dogs for a walk. I've got to go and see my parents because they're in the 70s. My dad's 76. My mum's 75 next month. So after I've done my bits and pieces, join me in the back of the Blockmobile outside my house. We're going to do a world famous, is it a Wasky review? You'll have to wait and see. And we're going to talk some shite as usual. And at the very end, I'll show you some fans clips. I'll see you back in mine, guys, in the back of the Blockmobile. Right. Yes, Mandingos. Thank you for joining me in the back of the Blockmobile. And it's time for not a Wasky review, not a brandy, nor a rum. You've guessed it. You've just seen it. A gin review. Gordon's gin. The old Gordon's Hacksaw Gin Duggan. Oh, Mediterranean orange flavour gin. Oh yes. Once we've done the gin review, then we'll answer a question. We'll talk some shite as usual. And at the very end, I'll show you some fans clips, some fans clippity clops. That was given to me from a couple of legends in the town of South Shields by the names of Decker and 40. Cheers, Decker and 40, my man friends. Very much appreciated. A few weeks ago, when I was doing the takeaway review in South Shields, I forget the name of the housing estate I was in. It was away from the town centre, and I was walking round, and I walked past this house, and I just heard, "Mandingo, is that you?" And I turned round, and then Decker and 40 came out. I went in the house, through the house. They wanted to show us their man cave. You know, their like beer shed where they sit and have a drink. And I was a bit like that. I was a bit wary about going in because I was thinking, this could be something like off Pulp Fiction. And I could get me back doors kicked in, if you know what I'm talking about. But no, they were as sound as a pound. They were as sound as a pun dinky. I stood there having a good bit crack on with the two lads for a good 10 or 15 minutes. So cheers, Decker and 40. We shall do a world famous gin review. And I think we'll do that first, eh? We'll get the old gin review ski done. Right now, Gordon's Gin, Mediterranean Orange. Oh, yes. Oh, you know it makes sense. Here we go then, guys. Let's get the old bakeroon in it. Sweet. Obviously oranges. But it's like a sweet clementine. Sweet clementine. Do, do, do. Oh my God. What an idiot I am. How yeah, like sweet oranges, clementines. Give that a swirl around, folks. Maybe like a slight perfumey smell mixed in with the smell of gin and clementines. Sweet clementines. Yeah, but not a bad start. It's not too overpowering. I was expecting like a lot of like, you know, there's like a lot of fake shit in. So it gives you like a big blast of orange and it's just too overpowering. No, that's quite subtle, quite nice. And that's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Ricicles. Now, I said it was subtle. Woo! I said it was subtle. Up the old Nostradamus. But that was quite intense. Quite strong, intense orange, zesty orange flavouroonie. Let's have another blast. But going down smooth. Quite smooth. And oily. And very enjoyable. Even though I'm not a gin drinker. I've already got a double gin. So I try and stay off the gins, if you know what I'm talking about, guys. But like, very sweet. Obviously a taste of gin. Obviously a taste of oranges. It's the Mediterranean orange, as you can see. But it's it was very strong, and it was very sharp. It hit the back of my throat straight away. I wasn't expecting that with the smell being quite light. But yeah, intense taste, but smooth at exactly the same time, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's have another taste, guys. There's some definite cinnamon in there as well. See, all these whiskey reviews I've done over the last 4 years, that still prepared me for doing like gins and rums and brandies, because tasting these different flavours, like I've just said, cinnamon, like I've got the smell of like a perfumey smell. Tasting and smelling, it shouldn't really matter what drink I'm having. You're still getting the same flavours. Me palate must have just got better and better over the years. I remember just drinking like the cheapest, nastiest of whiskies before. The video I'd done, you know, I'd done the tiny roundabout last week. When I'd done that the first time, over 2 years ago, I had like the cheapest, nastiest Morrison's, like the Morrison's own brand whiskey. I think I give it something like a 3 out of 10. It's proper nasty stuff. Wallpaper stripper. But it does, you know, for sitting chilling on a cold night when you're camping. Anyway, let's get back on with this. That's nice. That's enjoyable. It's a summer drink, that. That would be lovely. You don't even need any mixer in that. You don't even need any lemonade or Coca-Cola or whatever you want to pour in it. I mean, would you put lemonade in it? I don't know. Just that. On a lovely day. With a load of ice in and just let it melt a bit. And just sip it nice and slow. That would be an absolutely beautiful drink. You'd be absolutely smash burgered in no time. Because with it having the orange flavour and the cinnamon. And with it going down nice and smooth. You would just be drinking it like pop. Definitely when it melts with the ice. So, yeah. It would be lovely. But you'd only be out on the drink for a few hours. And then you'd be fast asleep. Mangled, spangled, and totally graham crangled. You better believe it. Time for the old score dingoes, guys. I'm not going to waffle on too much and pretend I'm some expert on gins. I'm not. I'm telling you what I've getting. I said like a perfumey smell. Orangey. A strong orange taste. Going down smooth. Down the hatch, guys. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Cinnamon. Oh, God. That did hurt us there, yeah. Like an intense, strong taste. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to give that, kindly given to me from Decker and 40. Cheers, my man friends. I'm going to give it a solid. I'm going to give it a 7.2. Oh, yes. It's a 7.2 from this man Dingo. You know what I'm talking about. This is serious double gin. Whiskey tasting. Can it be whiskey tasting, can it? Start again. This is serious double gin. Taste-a-roonian in the back of the Blockmobile. Hey, God. I nearly mucked it up there, didn't I? Right then, folks. Let's just swap hands here. Because that selfie stick is quite heavy. Time to answer a question. I've noticed a few people asking in the fans group, the Facebook fans group. If you're not in that, guys, get yourself in it. It's called the Blot Outdoor Show fans group on Facebook. It's not run by me. I have no say in the running of the group at all. There's a guy called Kev Pardonsky who's the admin. And then he's got two moderators who do a fantastic job as well, Kelly and Scott. So thank you very much, the three of you. You're doing a cracking job. Yes, I dip in and out every day or every couple of days. I see what's getting said and I join in with a bit crack. I like a bit piss take as well. Some people can't quite take it. They think I'm being a bit arsey, but I'm not. It's just the way of the Mandingo. You give a bit shit, you take a bit shit back. It's all just a laugh, isn't it? That's why you tune in to the Blot Outdoor Show. It's all good fun. Do you know what I mean? If you take something I say, you know, if you take offence to something I say when if I'm having a little bit crack, maybe the Blot Outdoor Show isn't for you. But you absolute legends, you know exactly what it's about. But if you do try and join the Facebook fans group, there'll be a couple of questions that you've got to answer. And then I think there's a bit where you've got to press the box to tick to agree to the rules. So don't forget to do that. I know there's loads of people forgetting to do that. And they're thinking that they're being declined. They're not. If you answer the questions and tick the box, it's happy dingoes, as they say in the doodying. You better believe it is. So I've noticed in the fans group, people asking, Mandingo, have you got TikTok? And I've had it in my YouTube comment section as well. Have you got TikTok? I'm seeing loads of little videos, short videos of me popping out behind the bushes. Hey, mate. Hey, mate. And doing stuff like that. It's got nothing to do with me. Somebody set, what do you call it on TikTok? Is it a page or a channel? Whatever it is, somebody set a thing up on TikTok and they've called it Blot Outdoor Show. And they've only got a few little videos on so far, short ones, of me going, hey mate, and hiding behind the bushes. It's quite funny, to be honest. And they're getting thousands of views, but it's got nothing to do with me at all. It's not mine. When people have asked us, are you not going to start TikTok? I just haven't got time. With us run the YouTube channel. I'm away from home 2 nights a week camping. And then I do the takeaway review. And then obviously, I've got a wife, I've got a son, stepdaughters, grandkids, dogs to walk. My mum and dad's elderly. My mum and dad's 76. And my dad's 76. My mum's 75 next month. So I've got to go and see them, make sure they're okay. I just haven't got time for like another platform to be on, if you know what I'm talking about. So I've got no problem at all. If 50 people set up TikTok things about the Blot Outdoor Show, it's good for me because it's putting the name of the Blot Outdoor Show out there. And if whoever's doing it gets a few thousand views and them can make a bit of money off it, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all. As long as it's all done like fair, you know, they're being good, they're not slagging me off. They're making it look like the Blot Outdoor Show is a funny programme and it's a good laugh. So, yeah, that answers that question, guys. If you see anything on TikTok that's got snout to do with me, if you know what I'm talking to snout. Instagram, yes, I'm on Instagram. If you haven't yet followed, guys, follow me on Instagram. It's called Blot Outdoor Show Official. I put official at the end because I've noticed there's another couple of Blot Outdoors things on Instagram. I think one's just called Rights, but it's a picture of my ugly face. Do you know what I mean? But that's got nothing to do with me. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Blot Outdoor Show Official. That's the official page. That's the official page on Instagram. That belongs to me. There you go. That answers that question. I don't have to talk shite. I could have just answered that in like 30 seconds and I've went arseways to get to breakfast time. So, what was the other thing I was going to talk about? Yeah, these Friday night takeaway reviews. I'm thinking about freshening them up a little bit. So, don't worry, guys. When I'm out and about, this is just what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comment section what you legends think. Yeah, should we have another little cheeky drink while I'm talking shite? Why not, eh? Why not?
Cheers to Decker and 40. South Shields Mafia.
There you go, guys. Right. However, then, let's have another little cheeky gin. Cheers, Mandingos. So what I'm thinking about doing is, it's only like a slight change. So, for example, let's say I'm going to go out tomorrow and I'm going to go to some town or city somewhere to do the takeaway review. I had a pube in my mouth, one little mixed pubes. Must have been lying around the back of the car. Little ginger pube. Oh, matron. Yes, guys. So, let's just say I'm going to go out and do a takeaway review tomorrow. And I'll just pick a random town or city. So I might think to myself, right, where am I going to go? Right, I'm going to go to Carlisle. That's just off the top of my head. Tomorrow, we're going to go to Carlisle. I've spoke to Mrs. Blott about this, and she says, oh, that sounds like a good idea. And she's on about coming with us. Sometimes she'll be on camera, sometimes she'll be with us, but like stood off camera. Because, you know, she doesn't want to be on camera all the time. So we'll head off to Carlisle. We'll try and get over early-ish. Then when we're there, before we find a takeaway, we'll have a mooch around. And I'll be talking to you on camera so I can like interact with you more. Rather than just showing the area with a bit cheap music over the top. We can maybe go into Carlisle's one of Carlisle's like roughest neighbourhoods, roughest housing estate, have a mooch around. Might get talking to some random local people, you know. Them can give me some tips on, oh, try such and such calf down the road or sandwich shop. And then we'll head off into Carlisle town centre or city centre. Have a mooch around, you know. Talk to some real people. See the real side of the city. Not just the nice area in the city centre. Might go in the back streets and see some of like the dark side of the places. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. I'll watch a lot of videos like that, but I don't want to copy their style. I'm still going to be going, have a mooch around, maybe get talking to a couple of locals, because you meet some real people, don't you, when you go into the rough housing estates. And I'm not knocking anyone. I think when you get talking to people from the housing estates that's supposed to be rough, do you know what I mean? You can meet some of the best people in the world. Some of the people are the salt of the earth, if you know what I'm talking about. But then we'll find somewhere, we'll find a random sandwich shop or a cafe or a bakery or a burger van or a rough pub or something, and we'll get some munching Gladbach and we'll dive in and we'll still do a takeaway review. So just to freshen things up a bit, do you know what I mean? I think that's a good idea. It'll add like a whole new dimension into the takeaway review. So let's just say, for example, I'm going to go to Darlington. I'll take you around some of the roughest housing estates in Darlington. Maybe get cracking onto some real characters out and about on the rough streets. Then we'll head into Darlington town centre. We'll have a look at the nice little town centre. Find somewhere to get some scrandingo. Do some serious Borussia Mönchengladbach. Do a takeaway review. Happy dingleberries. And then when I get back home, we'll just get in the Blockmobile and we'll do another little gin review or something like that. Cheers, man, dingos. Anyway, I think it's a good idea. And God loves to try you, and I'll try everything once, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section, guys. That's about it. I'm now going to leave you. I'm going to say bonjour, arrivederci, sayonara, and vorsprung Dirk technique. I nearly lost my words. I'm now going to leave you with some fans clips. So I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you tune in on Sunday night for my next serious stealth camp. I haven't got a clue where I'm going to go yet. I'll have to have a little mooch around tomorrow with the dogs and find somewhere. So yeah, I'll see you on Sunday, guys, and I love each and every one of you. You better believe I do. Ricicles.
Oh, matron.
Hey, you mate. Sell us your naked bad habits.
Matron. It's the glove of love. Sell us your bar, John. Bar, John.
Hey mate, hey mate, sell us your jawbone, sell us your jawbone, oh matron. Sell us your jawbone.
On holiday in Menorca, watching the legend Mandingo blot outdoors. Right.
Matron. It's the glove of self-love.
You know, it's my turtle sense might very nice.